Let's remake Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. In this episode, we're going to find the key, chords, and BPM to this track, and we're also going to have a special vocalist, QUIVA. Wait till you hear her vocals, she's so good. And we're also going to try all this in 1 hour, which isn't a lot of time, so let's see how that goes. Oh, and I'm Hugh, or 93 Acres, and I've been making music for over 20 years now, which has brought me to cool places like Berlin, Vienna, New York, Shanghai, and to you guys, making music production tutorials over on YouTube. Speaking of which, let's get into it. Here we go! Hair, check. Stopwatch, check. Nerves, check. Very nervous. 1 hour, driver's license. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Chords.
C flat major, B flat major,
Chorus.
B flat major, D dash A, D F E flat major 7.
It feels close. Key.
B flat major.
BPM, let's click along to the track. You know the drill. 144. And let me change it here just before I forget. Instruments. Piano, organ swell at the end. Kick, snare, claps, caca. And they're centered. Vocal hum, exhale, a vocal synth, lead vocal. Sub bass. Riser. And now it's time for us to rise to the occasion. Even though that took us 10 minutes, 45 seconds. Took so long. Chords in the chorus slowing me down. I do love drums. Kick, 4 to the floor. Splice. Drums. Kicks. Count. Drag them in. 4 to the floor means there's a kick on every beat. Duplicate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marquee tool. Command or. And we've got so many kicks. Turn down the sausage fattener that we had on from last week. Little gentle kick. More of a heart guy. Splice. Snares. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marquee tool, command or across. Put one on the left and one on the right. As it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea. Click in the center on the and of 4. Splice. Claps. Lovely. Large and small. Ba ba. Small guy on the 4. Large guy on the and of 4. Small clap. Let's put in more sounds. Make it sound way better. Ooh, this guy could be nice. Together they shall form the greatest act of all time. They hit them at slightly different times. I want to click. Let's get these two guys in. Very good. Big fan of a pop click. Hey, now we're talking. Grooving. 90 minutes, 45 seconds. Not too bad. That's a third of our time down. Gotten drums done so far. That isn't so good when you break it down like that. Piano. I'm going to use Addictive Keys. I have the demo. It's class. Let's give it a go.
E flat major,
Back to the E flat major. Fixed velocity, have a max, we don't want it too loud. Probably the worst I've ever played any piano line. 32 minutes, that only took way too long. It'll be fine. Throw in some of our reverb, our long reverb, and we have a short reverb as well. Beautiful. Sub bass following the chords. Might actually open up the EQ just a tiny bit, give it a bit more life because there's nothing else battling for that low frequency.
E flat, E flat, and B flat, back to E flat, B, A, E, F, E flat.
Gorge. Nailed it. One take, wonder. Shift, option, down the octave. Yeah. Now to give that a bit more beef, I'm going to bust out a bit of distortion just maybe above 400. I'll be cheeky. We might mix this a little bit later. I'm going to go overdrive right now. I might change that. Yeah, a bit of that growl. Another fun thing you can do, you can pitch it up an octave. Pitch, shifter, mono, up 12 cents, which is 1 octave. Let's see how that sounds. You can hear it having a hard time trying to get what note it is. Might actually leave the pitch shifter off for a minute. 35 minutes, 30 seconds. We're flying. That was grand. Thank you, bass, for being our savior. Got to copy those drums all the way to the end. And then as it rises to the end, we have a riser. White noise riser. We're using an autofilter there just to rise it up and open up as it goes along. Maybe just holding along the whole way. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit of a rise, the very last one. Really nice reverse sounding guy from the last day. He's basically a reverse cymbal with a bit of effects on him. Stereo spread and distortion. And I've taken out some high frequencies. And then some impacts just to give it a bit of a... just in the beats that we need it. So maybe on the first one, maybe when the chord changes the second time around, changes here, and then we'll make it go silent at the end. And then we have a crash, which is from a swell, but it's just actually a crash. So it's after every 6 bars. That's a pretty clever thing because she has the E flat for 4, B flat for 2, E flat for 4, B flat for 2, and that adds up then back to 12, and then you're back on a divisible by 4 bars, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, and I want this riser halfway through as well. But I'm going to turn these two down way low. So big right now, but you get the idea. Do 20 minutes. Line now. We picked up Fierce Speed, Exhale. Beautiful vocal simulator from Output. stereo effects on him to make him around our head. All those BVs, vocals, really important. And I've taken out some low ends. I like to keep my low frequencies mono down the center, no trouble. I don't want no trouble from some low frequencies, I'll tell you that much. Let me listen to those back vocals and we'll slot them in. Ooh, B flat, F, B flat, B flat, F, B flat, B flat, A, D, F, G. Cool, and we'll have to make sure he just drops off at the end then of volume, but you need something or else it will feel really weird. Cool, I think that sounds good. That's really, really nice. Ooh, 44 minutes, 45 seconds. We've got 15 minutes left. Organ guy who comes in towards the end. Vintage organ could it be? We'll listen to the track one more time. Da, 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 da. That's what the organ does. It's so cool. That doesn't sound bad. Needs more high end because it gets shrill. Let me leave the Chillout Pad there. I do like the sound of the organ though. Sounds like that organ from Interstellar. Now let me use the Chillout Pad for the main section and maybe you just bring an organ just for the very last note. Beautiful. Fix these velocities. MIDI transform. Fix note length. Select note upright. Gorgeous. And then we'll have an organ that just copies the last chord and that builds then. Find something that's a bit more tidy. Was it top end organ we had the last time? I was like, oh, I was impressed with that guy. Volume of these guys drop off at the end. Then of course we want these guys to be swells. Okay, we're getting close. The sounds might not be 100% right. Pretty happy with it though. It's definitely getting us the right vibe. I just want to click on Interstellar organ and we'll be happy. BVs, mixed lead vocal, and we're G to G. 52 minutes, 27 seconds. BVs, of course, are backing vocals. I'll just make something up on the spot. It'll be fine because I know what the chords are. Do need to count in. Input 2. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, we'll go with hum. Harmony outright. I think for quickness, let's duplicate these kind of sounds. I tried to swoop. I might have swooped too much. I'm not sure if that's right, but I think it will sound cool. And it's all about sounding cool, yeah. Quick tune, cut off the start and end so they fit perfectly into our box here. Let's sing the ba-da-da-da-dum. And then we'll duplicate one each wide. Gorgeous. I just give it a quick tune, very honky. But sometimes the honk can give presence to a vocal. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, crisscross. Okay, we've got a vocal here, one left, one right. Nice. We're going to make it go up the octave by getting a bus, and we're going to little alter boy, and we're going to pitch up 12 semitones, which is one octave. That's a quick way of getting an octave up because we're in time pressure, but we could just sing it as well. That's kind of cool. I'll probably turn that down a little bit, but you get the idea. Let's just sing another note. I'll need a count in. I'm not Mary Poppins. I don't know if that makes any sense. Well, I certainly am, so I suppose it does. And the end bit. Tune first. Sometimes this audio disappears if you move the edge of the audio file. 59 minutes, 15 seconds. Ah! We'll have everything recorded in time, which is nice. Clip it to perfectly in time. Duplicate it to either side. Turn down the vibrato a little bit. Just make it sound a bit more robotic. And we actually really want the robotic in this case. Fade in and out. Beautiful. All right. 1 hour. Boom. We did it. Apart from the lead vocal, but that's cause we have a special guest today. Our special guest is QUIVA. So I hope you enjoy this performance of Driver's License, sang by my good friend QUIVA, who I will link to below. Please do check her out. I'll link her above as well. A fantastic singer, lots of covers on YouTube. Check her out. Fantastic vocalist, and we're actually making some songs together, so I'm looking forward to show those to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe and bell notification button. Really does help the channel out. And I make these live over on Twitch, so if you want to ask me any questions or see any of this production in more detail, that's the place to go. Links down below. All right, we did it again. 1 hour. Beautiful. Although we did get help from QUIVA. Please do check her out. All right, will we listen to the full thing? It'd be rude not to. Here we go. Rocking all over the world.
And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. 'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Woo, that was so good. Good job, QUIVA. Insane. Fun. I really enjoyed that one. How has nobody heard about this tune?